guys, it's Trish here from Techniques by Trish, and someone had asked me to go a little bit more detailed in how I store my ribbons. So what I use is just these dollar pack of chipboard albums that you can get at Michael's, and I had a ton of them laying around, so I decided instead of not using them, because I probably won't get around to making a mini album, I would use them for storage. So what I did was I just measured out on a piece of scrap paper the dimensions of the square, and then what I did was I took my ribbon and I measured the width of the ribbon and I marked it off on the paper evenly to see how many I could get. So the satin ribbon that's a little bit thicker, I believe it's about 1/2 inch, I just measured it out evenly and I could fit 5 of them on there. So then what I did was I just drew, and it's not precise or anything like that, I just drew, you know, the 1/2 inch, and I made a half square, and I just went all the way down, and I made sure, the only thing that I did make sure was that it was even straight across. Okay, so then once you do that, all I did was cut them out, so then you have something like this. Now this is for my slimmer ribbon, the skinnier ribbon, and then I just laid it right on my chipboard piece. I took a pencil and I just marked it out. And you want to do it on both sides, but I'm just going to show you on this one side because I'm not actually going to cut it out. So now that I have each one marked out, you just take some scissors. Scissors can normally cut right through the chipboard. It's not too bad. If you prefer, you know, getting, I guess, a more exact cut, you can use the X-Acto knife. That's what I use. And you literally just want to cut on the lines. And you just want to pop out these little square pieces. Okay, so then once you get done with that, all you have to do is wrap around your ribbon. So what I did on just about all of them was I just placed the ribbon down and I wrapped over top of it and overlaid it so that I wouldn't have to use anything to attach the ribbon at the bottom. And if you wrap tight enough at the beginning, it'll hold in place, and plus that's what you have the little tick marks for right here, so that it doesn't really slide out of place. And then I was using glue dots to hold down my ribbon, but I was noticing that especially on the satin ribbon, it was leaving, once it was there for a long time, it was leaving, you know, residue and stuff. I mean, obviously it was a little bit sticky, but it was leaving some other residue. So Momo at Made by Moba had suggested to use these, you know, basic pins, sewing pins, and I have a ton of them. My mom put a kit together, a sewing kit for me before I moved because she said I had to learn how to sew because I would be far away from her. So I just use them to tack them down. They've actually been working really well. So this is what the larger ribbons look like, and like I said, I mostly use this size is my satin ribbon, and then I have my thinner ribbon, just like this, and I did mine pretty much by color, like pinks and reds and oranges together, and then greens and blues together for my thinner one. For my thicker one, I don't have enough of each color to worry about that. So, so that's what I did. Now, these only come with one of the O-rings, so I just went to Staples or Office Max or Office Depot, and I bought 2 packs of O-rings. I believe they come 16 in a pack. And these are the 1-inch ones, and I bought 2 packs so that I'd have enough for each one. And then this just hangs on my rod like this. So it was easier for me to do it this way. I used to have my ribbon on a spool, and what would happen was I'd pull it and I'd cut it and then it'd keep unraveling, and I didn't like all the ribbon hanging out. So what I do is, you know, if I just need one of these colors, I take off the whole piece and I take it out, use what I need, put the pin back in, and then hang it right back up. And it's on display, and it's really pretty and it's really organized. Now for the thinner ribbon, not the thinner ribbon, excuse me, for the shorter ribbon, I believe some of these are 4 feet or 2 yards. Instead of, you know, recutting a whole big chipboard piece and it being really thin, I just bought these little, these are actually bookmark tags, and I bought these at Michael's. They're not in the clearance section or the dollar section. There's actually a section, I believe it was like the teacher section. There's like a whole bunch of like kid cutouts and butterflies and flowers, and so I found these book tag ones, and it comes in a big pack. I want to say there's like 10 in a pack or something like that, and they were 99 cents. I mean, can't beat the price. So what I did was I just cut off the tip so that it wouldn't interfere with the O-ring, and then again I just put it down and I overlaid it. And then some of these still have the glue dots on them that I haven't changed over because I haven't been using, but the other ones that I've used actually have the pins in them, which I'll switch over. So that's for my ribbon. I know a lot of people are using hemp now, and so when I was at Walmart, I bought this braiding cord. It was in the jewelry section, and I love it because of the neutral colors. I love the tan and the brown and the black, and I couldn't find hemp in the colors that I really liked. So, I mean, these were $1.50, so I bought 2 packs, and then instead of, recutting and stuff on the chipboard or on the bookmarks, I mean, these are already done for you, so I just kept them right on there and just added an O-ring. So that is how I organize my ribbon. I hope that helps, and if you're having issues with the way your ribbon's stored right now, I mean, maybe this will help you out or inspire you to change up your ribbon storage. So I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for the next video.